Mission 3, Weapons of Vengeance, Part 4, Air Base Assault. Enter the experimental aircraft test facility via the outer compound of the rocket base. The airbase houses the latest Bachen Ba317 Kobra experimental rocket plane in a hangar at the northern perimeter. Upon infiltration of the airbase, eliminate any resistance and proceed to the Kobra launch hangar. You will need to prep the Kobra for launch, so look for launch procedure documentation in the facility. Once you have appropriated the Kobra and are airborne, proceed immediately back to the OSA airbase in Malta. The Ba317 is reported to travel at speeds in excess of 500 knots, so enemy air defenses should offer no problem. Contact OSA immediately upon touchdown in Malta for debriefing and further orders. Good luck. My objectives: locate entrance to X-aircraft facility, prep Kobra for launch, capture Kobra and fly to OSA airbase in Malta. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Return to Castle Wolfenstein using the RealRTCW mod and the Venom uniform mod on top of that. We are in Mission 3, Weapons of Vengeance, Level 4 Air Base Assault. And as always, I will try to find all and if any secrets and treasures, and there will be no talking other than reading documents and information. I would, however, like it if you hit those like, subscribe buttons if you are enjoying the channel and this Let's Play. 2. All maintenance personnel from Major Vorsichtig. Subject: unauthorized use of equipment. Effective immediately. The practice of brewing coffee in the Mk2 sequential fuel purifier is strictly forbidden. As anyone who witnessed the events of last Thursday can attest, the presence of even the slightest impurities within the condenser vessel can lead to a violent chemical reaction. Anyone found in violation of this policy will be dealt with in the harshest manner imaginable. Major B. Vorsichtig, Acting Safety Officer, Reich Special Project Maintenance Day Division. Verboten. Verboten. Objective complete. Check the notebook for more information. Gain access to Kobra launch silo.
The lever on the right is to open the hatch doors. The lever has malfunctioned, so you'll need to go to the manual override station, just below the tower door. In there you'll see a handle. You'll have to turn it many times, but the doors will open. Now please, let me go. I've told you everything I know.
To all area commanders from Deputy Reich Minister Ungeschickt. Subject: Ladder Safety Project results. I am pleased to announce that since the implementation of Reichsminister Directive 174, the mandatory introduction of safety cages for all ladders residing on military installation, our survey has shown an astonishing 75 reduction in ladder-related injuries and fatalities. I cannot begin to relate how important this statistic is in light of the current manpower shortage we are facing. Let me caution all of you against lapsing into a false sense of complacency. Only through your unwavering diligence can this project achieve such a continued level of success. Wolfgang Ungeschickt, Deputy Reich Minister, Office of Industrial Safety, Berlin. To all control room watch commanders from Oberst Steiner. Subject: Backup launch tower operator. Due to the failure of our maintenance department to successfully resolve the reliability issues which continue to plague the remote tower door actuator, it will still be necessary to employ a backup launch tower operator during all launch operations. To prevent a repeat of last week's unfortunate incident, I am issuing the following standing orders. The backup launch tower operator shall at all times carry a functioning communication set and shall not under any circumstances leave the vicinity of the tower door manual override. Hopefully this situation will be corrected shortly and will not prove to be beyond the capabilities of our existing maintenance personnel. Oberst Walter Steiner, Commanding Officer, Reich Special Projects, NW District. Kobra Experimental Rocket Plane Pre-Launch Checklist. Only after verifying the successful completion of these steps will the watch commander with proper authority initiate a launch sequence. Kobra for launch. To all control room watch commanders from Oberst Steiner, salute backup launch tower operator. Capture Kobra and fly to OSA Airbase in Malta. Proceed forward to exit. 303, Secret Area 00, Treasure 00, Attempt 3.
Well, Jack.
Blazkowicz touched down with the Kobra in Malta about 6 hours ago.
In one piece, I assume?
Yes, sir. Advanced Aeronautics is en route to Malta now.
Excellent. Now, I've read your report, Jack. Tell me what you make of this Operation Resurrection that Jerry's are so hot about.
Well, sir, this is the second time that name has cropped up. First at the dig and then at the rocket base. It is unquestionably the link between Death's Head and the paranormal group.
Anything else?
I'm afraid not, sir. We still need more information.
And what would you suggest?
We go to the source. And by that, I mean we shadow Death's Head himself. And we do it right in his own backyard.
I take it you're referring to the secret weapons facility near Kugelstadt.
Exactly.
Interesting proposition. You know, for months we've been trying to infiltrate that facility and have had no luck at all.
I'm aware of that, sir.
And are you also aware that Kugelstadt itself has been undergoing intense Allied bombing raids for the past 48 hours?
Yes, sir. In fact, I was counting on that diversion to help tip the scales in our favor.
Well, what you probably don't know is that our Kreisau friends in the area have recently reported the existence of a high-level scientist from the weapons facility who wishes to defect and is desperately seeking asylum. I imagine he could supply us with some very useful facts.
Indeed.
All right. Well, this is what we're going to do. We send Agent Blazkowicz in to link up with the Kreisau group outside of Kugelstadt. They have means for getting him inside the weapons facility, and he can assist them as necessary in order to get this scientist out of there and back in our hands.
And then?
Well, and then we have him play the bloodhound, follow the scent.
Thank you for following along in my Let's Play of the modded version of Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. If you are, why not hit those like and subscribe buttons, and I would love it if I saw you again in the next part. But for now, it's time to say bye bye.